And we are live. What
Hello,
it is.
hello. You're gonna pull it up on my YouTube.
I'm no C, guys.
All
Though I
right.
was just here like an hour ago.
I know I
Yeah,
need
Bougie, you didn't catch that one.
Oh, oh, he came for you, Bougie. Are you gonna let him? Are you gonna let him play like that? So, as always, happy dark moon, guys. Happy dark moon. Happy Mama's Depth on. And
Mm,
I don't know. Is there any other happies we got to worry about?
happy endings.
Happy endings. Happy Friday. Happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday.
Happy Friday. So, all right. As always, with our little cauldron chats, we got Rowan with us, and today we got Tequila with us. How you doing, Mama?
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, of course. Unfortunately, this episode we do lack Crescent Moon. She is out enjoying birthdays and anniversaries up in the woods and mountains, so she got no reception to be here with tonight.
yeah, she's being one with nature.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but as always, Rowan, do you want to start us off with our saint and
Oh, the saint and the plant. hmm. Hmm. As I look on my wall and pick one.
You got many to pick from.
Yeah, do
Let's do, because I can't remember who we've done before. Let's do Saint Philomena.
I'm not laughing at you, Rowan. I'm laughing that he used a wand to unclog. He has a wand.
That's exactly what this shit is Harry's wand. And girl, by the way, peep the shirt. Peep the shirt.
That stupid letter.
It's the
Oh, is it?
note.
Is it the letter to
It's the note.
stamp?
It's the note. Yeah.
It is.
It is.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So okay. So going back to who is the saint?
Saint Philomena. I actually have a statue of her. This is Saint Philomena.
Ooh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Is
So
that a
Saint,
chaplet you made?
huh?
A chaplet you made?
No, this one is one that I bought. I bought
Okay.
this like 10 years ago.
Okay.
But Saint Philomena, she was 12 years old when she died, so she's a very young saint. She's the patroness of the Living Rosary, which is basically there's this organization that they are constantly praying a rosary, so they call it the Living Rosary. She's one of the patron saints that is for impossible causes or causes that you think are just like lost. Like Saint
Miraculous
Jude is a
events.
patron saint of lost causes. Saint Rita is one. They say that she's very powerful because whatever she asks for us, God will never deny her. So, Saint Philomena, she's a lot of people pray to her for mental illnesses,
Hmm.
um,
It's a good one.
fertility issues, really anything. You can go to her for anything.
Like when you've lost all hope.
Basically, when you've lost all hope, yeah. And mind you, she was only 12 years old when she died, so she's a youngin.
Yeah, that's a sad tragedy.
And then let me put her back.
What's my plants at the night?
And then the plant
Oh no.
is
Yeah, yeah.
what plant do I want it to be?
Nice nails too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Let's do guava.
Guava. Oh, I love
There
it.
you go.
I I see guava as like a plant that you can use for fertility because if you ever open a guava, depending on the kind, it's pink and fleshy and it's also full of seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course prosperity and stuff like that. So
I like that. A good abundant fruit.
Mm-hmm.
What about their leaves?
They say that the leaves you can actually turn into tea, and it's like a weight loss tea.
Ooh.
There you
Ooh,
go.
so I could see like beauty, glamour, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be full of like vitamin C and all those kinds of minerals that you need.
I love me some guava. You know what else? Papaya. Like what? Girl, what?
My,
What?
my husband loves guava, and when we buy it, I swear it makes my kitchen smell like pee. I swear, and when we walk by it in the store, I'm like, I smell pee.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
It is. So I don't know why you're eating it. It stinks.
Oh my god. Well,
It's
you know,
musty.
my favorite fruit is a kiwi.
Okay, I like some kiwi.
I love me some kiwi. That shit is delicious. But they're too small. Like that's something that should have been the size of a watermelon.
I don't like that they're furry.
Have you
Yeah.
tried the kiwi grapes? They're not furry and they're absolutely delicious.
I don't mind them. Are you even allowed to eat the skin off a kiwi?
I think the golden one you can.
Okay.
I see this. I've tried it and I still had to spit out the skin.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
you
skin
can
is
eat
very
anything
good.
if you stick it in your mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I can't say that. I can't say that. But y'all could ask that person I brought up earlier before this chat.
Oh,
He remembered the person I brought up who did the thing with the person.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it clicked.
you know they say you can't turn no hoe into no housewife, but
Can't you? Because see,
well,
the elderly woman in my
Jose did
family.
pretty well for himself.
Yeah, he did actually. He did. He did.
But,
My grandma had always said that you needed to be a hoe in the sack and then a wife in front of everybody. Like it was, the women in the family were always about, making sure.
I'm telling you, Grandma used to say, the way you keep your man is keep his belly full and the balls empty.
That
That's
part.
it, right there. I tell you right now, that's how you keep me. Shit.
And it's very true. What one won't do, another will. So you.
That is facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You got a saint for that?
Huh?
As if he's got a saint for that.
Saint Mary Magdalene.
There you go.
You know, Mary Magdalene used to be a prostitute. So.
Just saint for everything.
Really?
Yeah, Mary Magdalene was a prostitute.
I didn't know that. I have like my select few saints that I work with, but as far as I don't really branch out.
Mary Magdalene, you don't see a lot of people be devoted to her.
Yeah.
I mean, she has her own following, but it's not anything widespread.
Yeah.
It's still interesting though to learn about all these different saints.
Absolutely.
It seems like every time I talk to Rowan, there's a story about another one.
Yep.
There's a lot about those books, which I still haven't delved into yet because I've got another stack I'm reading right now.
I just found out my favorite author, Raven Gramasi, is an Aries, and I'm like, no wonder I love him. I love Aries. I've always said Aries and Leos are meant to be together. So, boom, there we go. He's an Aries, and he's my favorite. He's written. What did he write? He wrote Solitary Witch, Old World Witchcraft, Italian Witchcraft. He wrote a lot of books on witchcraft. That shit, and he was so good. Like he's very raw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When he writes, he doesn't fluff his shit up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. There's some book recommendations.
Yeah, buddy. I tried to make an updated bookshelf for it with like book recommendations, but for some reason, I was trying to upload the video, it disappeared, and that shit took me like over an hour to make anyway. And I'm like, maybe it was meant to be not posted for some reason.
Yeah.
So
follow the signs.
Yeah, exactly.
Rowan, Lady Witch is asking if that's how you spell Saint Philomena. Philomena?
Philomena. Turn the I into an E and you got it.
Yeah, I would not know how to spell that at all.
I used to not know how to say her name either.
I just butchered it.
Yeah, Philomena.
Philomena, yeah.
Philomena.
Yeah, it's got that Mina in it, you know. Like
They
Dina.
Yeah, they say that she was tied to an anchor and drowned.
These are tragic stories.
A lot of them are.
Stories
Well,
are-
she was at 12. She was tied to an anchor and drowned. It.
That's horrible. Why?
I, I believe the story is that her family wanted her to marry this king, and he was like way older than her, like
Of course.
40s, 50s, and she had already converted to Christianity, and uh, took a vow of chastity.
Mm.
And so she would always, say no, and his advances, she'd always push him away.
Right.
So he got mad and he tortured her. And
Wow.
That's horrible.
Wow.
You know, stories like St. Lucy, where like at the end you hear that, like, because St. Lucy's story, after all the story, she gets her eyes gouged out, or depending on the story, she gouges out her own eyes. But they find that when preparing her body for funeral, her eyes magically were basically revived because she believed and sacrificed her life for God, and God gifted her with those eyes, and that's why they say, she's got the two eyes.
yep, one to see on earth and one to see in the spiritual realm.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of diviners and card readers and people like that, they have a devotion to her.
I do myself. She's up on that shelf. There's only 5 saints up there, and she's one of them. She's the only one with 2 statues up there.
How do you fit anything else in your room?
Girl, I don't.
That's what I want to know. Your room and his shed are just plumb full.
That's like, I see an empty spot. I'm like, that can be filled. That can be filled.
Yeah.
I still have plenty of room out here to put stuff if I wanted to.
No, if I had your stuff, oh my God, you'd be walking into things. You know what I mean?
There's a lot in the shed that's very well organized.
Yeah, I don't like my stuff to be like all over the place.
Yeah, no, you walk in here and it's like it's throwing up on you. There's things over things on top of things. It's a disaster.
But you know where everything is, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm that mess where it's like it's a mess, but it's like my mess. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You can't find it, but I know exactly where it is.
Mm-hmm. That's how my cousin is. My cousin Laura. She's a mess, and I will look at her desk, and it's so chaotic. But I'll ask her for something, and she'll go right to it and give it to me. And my OCD kicks in. I'm like, I can't even walk in your office, but I need this.
Yep.
Right. And she pulls it out, and then she's got like a mortal and pestle sitting over here, and she's got things just everywhere. And when she needs it, it's a chaos of her stuff for her practice and her job and stuff from home. And she knows where everything is, but I can't even walk in that often.
Yeah.
It's like, why is that over there? Okay, well, I shouldn't be asking. You know what that's there. There's this dead leaf that's been on her desk forever. And I go over there and I touch it. I'm like, why is this here? Did it fall off your flowers or something? She goes, no, I'm doing something with that. I'm like, okay, well, I get that.
Oh, yeah. No,
it's a little dusty.
You've been doing that for a while now, huh?
When you gonna finish?
She's using the dust too.
Apparently.
Oh my God. I said something like that earlier because he said something about on my altar something getting dusty. And I'm like, nah, when it catches on fire, that shit goes up in flames. No dust. No dust. The fire won't allow it.
That's good.
But yeah, no,
I live in the country. Dust is an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not up here. Hallelujah. Not up in these mountains. Cold is the issue.
Oh. We're already back into the warm weather. So.
Yeah, me too. I mean, mind you, my warm weather is 45 degrees, but it feels so warm. Yesterday I was walking around, no coat. It felt so nice.
I got the air conditioner on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was it today?
I think it was in the high 70s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's normal in the high 70s. Yeah.
And
beautiful.
We got like, 19, 18 days till spring? I have like a countdown at the job.
And you can already feel it. Well, at least down here, you can already feel it. I was at the plant store yesterday. Roman was at the plant place today getting stuff. It's time. It's that time of year.
I'm not ready for the plants yet. Again, I'm ready to take off a coat, maybe a layer or two. No plants is ready to be out here.
Yeah, well, none of the outdoor yet because the ground is still a little chilly, but indoor plant. And I just like going to the plants,
do
and just
too.
touching everything, you know.
I got a sage plant today. I got a lavender plant. I got a guava tree. I got
That's why.
I got marigolds. I got daisies. I got another basil, which took me forever to find basil. And what else did I get? Dirt.
Dirt.
Ooh, I love dirt.
Mm-hmm.
My ground, like the whole front yard, because with the winter winds, everything was blown everywhere in the front yard. And then because just 2 weeks ago, everything outside was a sheet of ice, everything was frozen in the ground, so I couldn't pick anything up or move it around. Finally, everything's melted and I cleaned up. And I'm like, okay, we got to get ready for spring because we're going to be out here a lot. And I want it to look pretty.
Mm-hmm. I got to do some stuff tomorrow.
We're going out to the flea markets tomorrow. I'm hoping to find plants and hidden shops and see what I can get my hands into.
Now, this one, when he goes to the flower shops and like in Lowe's and stuff, he finds herbs that I would not be able to find down here. Like he found chamomile one time. I've never seen chamomile down here.
I've never seen it down here at Lowe's or Home Depot. No, and not even at our nursery that we go to up here. Wow.
So my chamomile, and I don't know if this is common. I know jack shit really about planting, but it was the German chamomile, which made me a little bit upset because it's not a pre-running.
Perennial.
Thank you, that. The German is an annual, but I think medicinally they use German. I'm not sure though.
I think they use either or. I know that it just depends on the area that they're propagated from. The Roman chamomile, I think they come from a little bit hotter and less watery climates. And then the German chamomile, they're more like water based and stuff like that. There's a lot of plants here that when they say that they're perennials, or annuals, they're perennials here.
Yeah, that's because you got the nice ass climate and the hardiness zones. You got the good ones where basically everything fucking survives.
Because here, as long as the ground doesn't freeze, the roots are intact, so they'll come back in spring. But meanwhile, you're in Antarctica over there.
Yeah, like I said, everything. If you did not have ice skates, you was not going outside. It took me 30 minutes trying to get back my little icy hill, trying to get in the damn house.
As I've gotten older, I don't like the cold like I used to.
No, I don't. I hate it.
I don't like the dark times like I used to.
Yeah, no, I mean, see, I'm so iffy with the dark times. My time to shine is summer. It's the light. I need to be out in the sun. I want to feel the sun. I was literally playing my hand in the sunlight today in the car. Yeah. Like I need that. The only thing I like about fall is Samhain. But once Samhain is over, get rid of this shit. Go right back to the spring. I will kill winter off.
Is it cold there in the fall? Where you're at?
Yeah. Okay, well, it's because it's like you're closer getting to winter, so it's all of that. Like you feel the winter wind come. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yes. It's like for a short while, no, and then the end of October it hits, and it's awful. Yeah. Once you feel, no, literally, I've always said this. Once it's the day of fall, the summer weather is 100% fall, and it's sad. And then that's why again we're like, I'm okay because once Samhain is done, once Halloween is over, then we have winter weather, whether it's winter or not.
Yeah.
After that, fuck the cold, fuck the winter. I'm done. I need to leave. I can't wait. I did find out. What happened? Go ahead.
I said it's just down here in Florida. It's not the heat; it's the freaking humidity.
The humidity that sucks. Yeah.
Last year, the humidity was absolutely horrible. Like my pitcher plants and my orchids love the humidity, of course, but everything else.
The humidity sucks.
My kumquat sure didn't like the humidity.
We have that when like we have our summer. it's like your guys get well. Not, I think. Do you have humidity or are you dry too?
Most of the time it's dry, but we had. Not Rowan.
Fuck off, bro.
There's
For once, we were the adults.
Right.
I was about to say there's creams for that.
They're jealous for it. We get humidity occasionally, but not like they do in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get it like that. Most of the time it's dry.
No, for us, it's the humidity as well. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the same, but it's very humid when our summer comes. We got the wet summers.
Yeah. He can't stop. He's frozen, trying not to giggle about it being dry.
Because
Let it out. Let it out.
We all know that I'm dirty-minded, so
I know, but it's usually me.
Yeah. And you answered that so straightforward, like you didn't think twice. You was like, right, no, I'm dry.
I'm zone 9.
What?
It's the growing zone. Leo Starfire said they're zone 7B. I'm zone 9.
Yeah, you're the best. You and what? Tia, I'm sure you're zone 9 as well. You probably don't know. Do you know?
I think she's zone.
I'll look it up. Hold up.
I think she's zone 8.
Well, yeah, she can't be that far away. You know what I mean? But because I'm 6. I'm like 6B, I think, but it's not. I just call it 6.
Must be nice.
I don't know what part must be nice. Not the ice. I'll tell you that. Right now. But
So, was there any topics that we wanted to bring up just to have like a discussion?
I should have, but I couldn't. I was just thinking we just chatted. Us just get gossiping, get gapping. I couldn't think of it. I didn't know really what's going on. But if you guys want to bring anything up, please do. Feel free, like to throw something out there. Because I was so fucking. I just threw all of the new product in the chest, which really was for nothing because I had to take all of it out slowly and take photos of it and post it online. But at least it's not in my fucking room.
I gotta go back and watch that. I was eating and putting up groceries until we were getting
I will show you this. Hold up. I will take one thing.
I love the fireplace on the TV.
Thank you, girl.
You know what's funny is that when we're not on live and we're talking, we have so many things that we talk about.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things we can't really.
Well, no, I mean, but there's still a lot of things that could be talked about, just conversations that are had, and then you turn on the camera, and then you're just like, deer in headlights. Like, what? What are we here for? It's Friday? What?
For those who didn't see though, because there was a video right before this one that was showing off the new product the Cauldron Shop got, and one of those products right here, bam, it's so damn dark.
It is, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, but literally, it looks like a void. Like I'm just holding up the void.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
Here, boom. Oh, see how dark that? That's the backside. It's still so damn dark. Yeah.
It's also dark in your room.
Plus this old ass laptop with the shitty camera, we won't go.
Rowan said your computer is from 1982 before you came on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually said 1892.
Oh, see, the dyslexia kicked in. You saw that?
Yeah, I did see that.
His talks in Morse code.
Those rabbit furs are so amazing, though.
Oh my god! So those ones are going to be sold at $25. The rest, the natural tan, and I forget what other spotted ones. I think they're all going to be sold at $20. While the solid white ones and the solid black ones, we're going to shoot for $25.
Mm-hmm.
And
a hell of a deal.
Yeah. Gemini said that I'm gonna send you a special gift basket. I have my apothecary fruit. Oh, what was you talking about? What was you talking about? I was about to say I was born in '82. Oh, look at that. Anyway, but those are going out. And Bougie, your order went out, I think, today or yesterday. One of the other.
Where you been, Bougie? You ain't been saying nothing.
I've seen a few things.
I saw one thing.
He's active, I think.
Oh, never mind. I see him.
So,
Want to borrow my glasses?
you know what? I could bring something up real quick.
Do it.
I got you. Hold up. I just gotta grab it because I got news for you. See, young lady.
Oh, young lady. Okay.
Young lady, do you know what happened to me after the night of reading this?
Those are so good.
No,
They're so
no. You know what nightmare I went through?
I don't. You didn't tell me.
My bitch, girl. Bitch. Let me tell you this. This was the classic nightmare where everything's going wrong and the people who are helping you are just making it worse. Okay? I was at work having a fine day and my tooth broke, right?
Oh.
Straight through, right? And so now I'm fucking bleeding and I can't talk because there's chips coming out, right? But that's slow going though. It's not at first. It's like, first part of the dream I can talk a little, then I can't really talk that much, then I can't talk at all. And of course that's when I really need to talk, you know what I mean? So what happened was tooth broke. I'm downstairs at work and there's this old man that I've never seen before being like, I'll bring you to the dentist. And I'm like, okay, my dentist is this. And he's like, okay, brings me to a different dentist. But he never gets there. You know why? Because he thinks he's in Fast and Furious, right? He is driving his truck like Dean Winchester, spinning that shit around like a motherfucking asshole. I'm over here like, what's going on, bitch? The truck flipped, okay? I had to get out. I don't know what happened to him. I do know what happened to him. He was sitting in his chair, and then imagine him like just go, like he just walks, he's just sitting in his chair, but he like goes through the car, smiling, like he just did the most amazing accomplishment.
Wonderful thing, yeah. Uh-huh.
So then we're at the store, right? We didn't get to the fucking dentist. We're at the store. Oh my god, I don't even remember. That's when now my human brain's fading out. But I know we got to the store. Oh yeah, I do remember because I got kidnapped. So there's rich people walk into the store, right? And I'm like, okay. And I'm writing on paper. I'm like, can you help me get my ass to a dentist? They say yes, of course. Hop in the nice whip. I hop in the nice whip. Why did they bind me with rope and put duct tape on my mouth? And now they're kidnapping me, driving like this. And I'm over here like, I woke up in a fever sweat.
We told you. Me and April told you about those cards.
Nobody told me I was going to go for a bad trip.
I haven't had a bad trip after reading those, but I've had very vivid dreams that were very, like, you need to tell this person. I don't like telling people anything. I don't like getting messages from people. Like, they don't always want to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, in your face.
I have no idea what the message was. Don't trust old people when you need to go to the dentist because they're going to drive like assholes. I don't know what the message was.
We got Scotland in the house. We got a Scottish.
We got Scottish people.
Drew is here.
Oh, what it is, Drew?
I love Scotland.
I love the Scottish accent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
so beautiful. I don't know why my ancestors ever wanted to leave.
I know, same. But I was on a cruise and not Scottish, but there was this Irish couple that I really clicked with. And at one point, I looked at them. I was so young and dumb. Mind you, I was smoking a cigarette at the bar, acting like I wasn't. I looked at them and I'm like, this is amazing how we can communicate even though we speak different languages.
What'd you say?
I said it's amazing we can communicate even though we speak different languages. And she gave me that exact look. She gave me that exact look and said, babe, we don't speak different languages. I'm like,
honestly, sometimes if you listen to some people with a very thick Irish accent, they're speaking a different language. I'm telling you.
Okay, yeah, but that's not the
listening
language.
To talk. Have you ever watched her channel? She has a strong accent and it's beautiful. Drew?
No, I will.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm
She does a lot of
rewatching.
paranormal stuff.
Huh?
She does a lot of paranormal stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
My coworker's going spirit seeking. Like it's a group activity, I guess.
Yeah, now it's warm again. We can get back out. I won't go when it's cold.
Yeah, I still, yeah, even when night falls before.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I told you what. Did I tell you what happened? Yeah, no. Did I tell you what happened to me at the asylum?
When recently?
Yeah. Okay. So last night I was at the asylum, parked up. I left work. I parked. I posted up at the asylum where I usually go, and I was waiting on a text from my pharmacist. And I'm in like, okay, I got 4-door, the back seat window, spirit going like this, looking at me. Bitch, I sped out so quick. I said, nah, I don't think so.
He was like, "You gonna give me some?"
What you smoking? And that's why I put salt around my car as I get out of the car whenever I go to places like that, because I don't like taking stuff home. Now, if I want to bring something, then I won't do it. But yeah, I start a circle. I get out of the car. I go clockwise around the car.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's good. That's protection. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. See, they used to me during the day. Like, they'll leave me alone. They're like, okay, you always post up here. They was probably curious. They were like, why are you here so late? Don't matter. Don't do this. Get out my face. Get out my face. I don't know you. And half the time, I don't know if you're dead or not. So
He's like,
And that's a tough one. Mm-hmm.
yeah, especially out there at night. Bitch, I ain't got my Glide. Please walk away.
"I'll be right back. I need some more water. I'm like dying of thirst."
I'm having more water instead of wine tonight, like a good person.
I'm so thirsty. I'm about to drink the water that's on Santissima's altar.
Oh my goodness. He had Domino's tonight. You know, that's a very salty pizza.
Why? Why though?
I don't know. It tastes pretty good. I'm not a big fan of those kind of pizza places, but
Yeah.
if I do get Domino's, like at work or something, we get it with the garlic on the crust, and it's salty.
Oh my god. No, that's the thing. I don't always get it, but when I do, I'll eat a whole pie to myself.
Yeah, I can't do that.
But they like again with the crumbs.
Yeah,
After, like just holding it once, like damn, that's a lot.
I do love pizza.
Girl, you know that New York pizza is the best. Right?
You have the best pizza? Oh, in
New
LA?
York pizza.
I've
What?
heard that. I thought you said LA.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. New York.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I'm not going to say that it isn't because I haven't found the best pizza down here, so I can't say it. But I can tell you we got the best barbecue.
Ooh, I bet. Not that I believe because we're over here in New York buying Texas products. You know what I mean? That's how I know. I know that's true. I believe that. We're using your shit, girl.
See, so I just need to get some pizza from up there.
Yeah, and I need to get some barbecue down there because we need to. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh my goodness. No, but you know what? I can't wait for real. Salem.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
That's gonna be so nice. I mean, I'm gonna be sad because that's again when the cold weather is gonna start playing with us.
Yeah, because we were there for Halloween 2 years that we had went, me and Trina, and we got snow both times.
What?
Yeah, we got snow both times when we were saying on Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, I don't do stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I hope that does not happen.
It's funny though, the first time that we went, the first 2 days, it was beautiful outside. We didn't even need a jacket and we just walked everywhere because it was so pretty. And then the last couple of days there, it was snowing and it was cold.
Yeah, that's it. That's the weather up here. It's one day summer, spring, the next fall, winter.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
Are you not crying no more?
Oh, I hit my ankle. Oh.
Ooh, don't hit your bones.
Oh.
You need a tiny fridge out in your shed.
I got so many electronic things hooked up out here, it might explode.
So is Rowan, because last time I talked to Rowan about Salem, he said he's actually considering it, like, going.
Well, Rowan, Salem's coming closer and closer. And the only thing stopping us from even putting money on anything is the fact that they're like, yeah, no, you can't do it this early.
Yeah. March or April is when you'll be able to start doing it.
Yep. And that's exactly what I'm going to call.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, all right, it's that early now. You remember me? Because I need this room.
Mm-hmm. because that one it gets booked. So I will be calling probably in the next week or two.
Yeah. So Roro.
I don't know.
Roro. Salem is beautiful. I've never been.
It is.
It's beautiful. Yeah, girl, you've been there. Hype it up. Hype it up. Hype it up for him.
Well, so Salem is very commercial, but it's fun. Okay, so don't go into Salem expecting. I don't
Real
know.
authentic shit.
Yeah, there are some authentic shops there. You can feel it when you walk in, but for the most part, it's very commercial. But the areas around it, and there's a lot of beauty there, and the people are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very much worth going, and I'm excited to go back because it's been a while.
Well,
I feel like this is going over your head, Roland. Like it's in this year, out this year, bouncing off the wall.
I want to go, but I just don't know how life is right now.
Life
I got
is life.
Ow, fuck.
See, that's why I'll be real. That's why I always plan like money wise early. That's why I always put down early. Because that way, A, when the time comes, I don't have to worry about it, and B, it's already taken care of. Because that's the thing, you know, we always say like, you know, I wait till I'm prepared or I'm ready. You'll never be ready. You'll never be prepared. You just got to do it, you know.
I'm hoping Trina will get to go, but I'm not sure she will with her just opening that shop. It's probably going to be a year before she can take off to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm going to still get the room.
Yeah.
And then
you can't pull out on me.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just going to get, I'm going to try to get the room that me and her like to go into.
Oh, what is it, like a suite or something?
No, it's in the old part of the hotel, and I mean, I doubt they've remodeled because the ratings are still not very high on that hotel.
Yeah, we saw.
So they have like the newer build, and then they have the older build, and it's pretty crappy, and we absolutely love it.
All right, word. Well, let me know whereabouts.
It's just like right across. I'll look up the number that I'm gonna ask for.
Yeah, okay. And I'll say like anywhere around this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, has there ever been a place like you can't just go into? Because there was one place when the first time I ever went down to Myrtle Beach. It was this Italian restaurant, and I know the name of it. It was Lamberto's or something like that. And I could not, like, the second I was done with my meal, I got up and had to, like, leave the fucking building because of all the spirits that was in that building. And it felt like it was the spirits, like, it felt like very family-owned, like, very authentic Italian family restaurant.
Yeah.
And it felt like the ancestors of them not stop talking. If you know anything about Italians, they don't stop with that luck.
No was like, how's the capicola?
Oh, my God, I had to get up. Ooh, I was in the bathroom washing my hands, and I was drying them. Tell me why I shit you not. Water was just pouring out of thin air onto my shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm watching like the water come out of nothing and just land on my shoes. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I hope it was water.
No.
You're supposed to shake when you're done.
But yeah, no, I've had those experiences, but I've also had experiences where because I'm not one of those spirit seekers that is aggressively seeking. So if I go somewhere and a spirit or something doesn't want us there, and that does happen, I don't push myself into the situation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very respectful about things like that. And then I've been to places like, especially when we were looking for homes, like, well, there was houses that I just walked up to the yard and I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that today. Not today. It's not this, no, not today. I'm going to do this.
Yep. And that's the thing too. I mean, I don't know about you, but like for me, when looking for a place to live, personally, unless I like, unless there's like some magical connection with the spirit, but personally, I look for places that are not haunted because the way I practice, it will get haunted either way. I don't need people to already be there before I.
It's hard when they're already there because they've established, a ground. It's like when we moved into the other house, the old man that had died, because the house we lived in before, it was built in 55, I believe. and it only had one owner, and they lived there from the time they got married until the wife died, and then he died shortly after. And they raised their kids there, and he did not. Every time we made a change in the house, like things would go off the hinges in the house. Things, you know, and it was hard. I'm like, look, I don't want to force you to leave because this was your home first.
Right.
You know, you lived here from the time it was built until we moved in. You know, but you're about to have to get gone. You know, so they get these boundaries where they think it's mine, mine, mine. I can't deal with that. When we moved here, the old lady that used to live on the property, because nobody lived in the house, it was a new house, but on the property has the old chicken coop, and she used to hang out there. She didn't bother nobody, so I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We can do her. We can do her.
This
Just,
place.
no, you have to just listen to it.
Should have got her some chickens.
Yeah.
I want chickens. My husband says no.
What?
Well, first of all, I don't want to have to take care of them. He has to.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to name them and talk to them and play with them and cuddle them. You know.
Are you gonna kill them?
Eggs.
no.
Because eggs are very expensive right now. So if we had chickens, we wouldn't be having this problem right now.
Don't talk about me with the damn egg issues. I can't fucking.
Wait till you get that feed bill.
Let's see. There's that too.
Yeah.
We would have been okay, but you know, and you know, it's good that we didn't, because right now he's been working from 3 and he leaves at 3 in the morning. He's been getting home anywhere from 7 to 8 at night, and so like then I'd have to take care of him. I got 8 dogs to take care of. The house all day.
You don't need no chickens.
Bro, that house is soon enough for those dogs. You know what I mean? Like, that's perfect right there. You should don't get a smaller house. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
There's a lot.
I mean, how prices have gone up, I don't think we can go smaller anyway. My big house costs what small houses cost now.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I don't want to get my place down in Georgia and then 10 years from now, 5 years from now, be saying that. I want this shit to drop. I need it to drop.
I don't know what to tell you.
I should have just brought a gallon of water in here.
You know what? One of us needs to get up there in the higher ups. We need to get a job, get in the higher ups, and start doing what they do.
I mean, I hear prices are going to start going back down. I mean, you don't want it to go down to where your house didn't, you know, increase in value, because you do want your house to increase in value.
Right.
But that also means that houses are more expensive for people who don't already own a home.
Yeah.
Like my cousin's house was $100,000 cheaper than mine as far as like the overall price, and she pays like $300 more a month on her mortgage than I do because the interest rates were so high. But when I got in, I got at 2.5%. And when she went in, it was like 7 or something, 7.5, 8.
So you stole that house. You stole that house.
And we had looked for a while, and yeah, it worked out the way it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm. How long were you looking at the house before you actually got it?
So they tried to get me to look at the house, but the pictures online, the bedrooms looked too small. So I didn't want to come out here because it was so far away. I'm like, I'm not going to make that drive. The bedrooms are too small. So for 6 months, we were looking for a house. And then we were coming out this way to look at another house. And my realtor, she was like, why don't we just stop by? I mean, it's right there. You know, they're eager to sell. And we came in. We had 7 houses lined up that day to look at. And we came to this one first. And I told her, you have the rest of the day off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
buddy.
we're done. My husband likes the house, so we're going to buy it.
That's it.
I didn't want a new house, but I was also tired of looking. And I knew he wasn't going to give in on the old house thing. And I understand, because older houses do require more work. You know, so I get that too. But I fell in love with the property and how many cemeteries are out here and all the land around here. So the house wasn't the seller for me. It was a seller for my husband. The property was a seller for me. Yeah. And I mean, there's a cemetery. I mean, a graveyard right there.
Really?
Yes, right there.
Oh, you know, I used to know someone back in the day. We were friends. His backyard, graveyard.
Yeah. See, that's just great. I love that.
Yeah, I've had a couple of experiences in that graveyard when a damn spirit threw a snowball at me. Because I took his tombstone.
They do like throwing stuff at you and leaking stuff on you, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm just a punching bag to these guys. Like I'm the class clown. No, actually, they're the class clown. I'm the victim. You know, I'm the clown for them.
Good night, Drew. Gemini Wind. I don't know if that's a question. Yeah, it's a statement. It says we have several spirits here and one that I can't stand in the backyard.
Okay. Yo, yeah, no, this place here has many spirits. I've had to banish a spirit, like fully, like get out, you're gone for life. Like I don't go away because rude. And there was a spirit. I tried to do that way and it didn't work. And he was always. I used to live not in this apartment, but in a house that's connected. Like it was a house. And he was just, if I could say like evil, this man was it. You know what I mean? And like, and I don't mean like evil as in like divinely or demonically evil, where like, but like I mean like the most evil human you could think of.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know? And
just vile.
Yeah, and he tormented me up in that fucking house. And then after I moved out, the person who moved in tormented her.
See, yeah, I don't like that. And if you mess with the dogs, or if like when the kids were little, like then you had to go. The kids grew up with the spirits and stuff, so you know, like they didn't get scared. The other day we were watching a movie and I was laughing at it, and Frankie was like, "This my middle son," and I'm like, "Y'all don't find this entertaining or anything at all?" He's like, "Mom, what house did we grow up in?" I was like, "Oh, so nothing scares y'all." He's like, "Where did we grow up at?" Like I never censored what they watched, you know.
No,
such a good parent.
No, it's good shit. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
good shit.
And I taught them how to spirit seek quite early, and like how to take care of stuff, or you know, come and get me whenever something's really not going well. And
yeah, and that's good because you don't want them feeling unsafe or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, if they ever had a situation in the future, they would know how to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the thing too. And I mean that to me is very important in passing down certain things. Not necessarily just because you want them to do it, but sometimes you have to do this. Because you know, again, a lot of people who are spiritual, sometimes they're spiritual because they didn't choose to be spiritual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was my son Junior.
Yeah.
Because when he was, you know, I had him very young, and I wasn't very. We grew up together more than being his mom. Obviously, I've always been there for my kids, but having him taught me how to be a mom. So you know, he had more of the learning mom, and so I didn't do a lot of things I should have done with him. He had to learn a lot on his own until you know we got to that point where, you know, we were together doing stuff, which he was already doing stuff on his own because he sees spirits like they're solid.
I know. I love that about him. That's such an amazing gift. A terrifying but amazing gift.
Yeah, he handles it well. You know, it's so funny because I scared them with a plastic tarantula the other night. I put it outside their bedroom door. I did, and he came out of the bedroom and he's like, I'm like, are you serious? You see dead people and the spider scared you? Because sometimes it comes to him looking like they did when they died. And I'm like, this tarantula scares you. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. See, when I was with April the last go around and we were at one of her parks, there was a spirit that charged up on us, and he looked A, solid, and B, like how he did when he died. But they don't always come across like that. I think that was something to do with the full moon that night.
Yeah.
But no, don't ever do that to me. When we see each other,
no plastic tarantulas.
No anything with 8 legs. Like I'm down for crabs, scorpions, anything, snakes. Do anything.
Okay.
Even octopuses?
I don't care. See, that's where I don't think I'm arachnophobic, because arachnophobic has something to do with like the 8 legs thing. Like again, crabs and scorpions. I don't give a fuck about any of that. It's spiders that can all die right now.
No, arachnids are spiders, so arachnophobia is severe spiders.
Yeah, I don't get scared of a lot of things, but yes.
What do you call
that problem? I see Lady Witch is talking about it. You know, we have one now. So I've been in this house with like 5 years now, I think. something like that. And I've only seen one squirrel the whole time we were here, and it was like the first year, and then it was gone. I think something ate it. Thank you. But now there is the fattest, ugliest squirrel in my backyard. In the
He's
tree.
probably so cute.
No, he definitely is.
My
Bro,
dogs are
my
trying
dog-
to get it.
Well,
See, I like that. Wood roaches. Yes. And you know what? Like, oh no, she's talking about water bugs.
Oh.
That well, we call them water bugs down here
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I call him up here.
because they fly. Yeah, the big bugs that fly. Those don't bother me. Whenever we find them around the office and stuff, I pick them up and take them outside.
Yeah.
I think we call those palmetto bugs.
I think
Yeah.
you call them stick bugs or something. I don't know. It's not water bugs. But my coworker just showed me a video today of her feeding a squirrel.
Aww.
See, you know, when she ends up dead,
My
and
mom
all
used
lose,
my
it's
mom
gonna be
used to have
because
that squirrel.
y'all crazy.
See, that's because my coworker one time had like a little jumping spider as a pet, and I'm down with
Those
that.
are cute.
Those are adorable.
We have them here.
Yeah, no, there's the sweet. I will no.
They
those-
will box up to you. I had one that boxed up to me and rolled on the car, and I was getting the stick trying to get it off of the car, and I'm like, okay, well, you're staying on there. We went up to the restaurant to get pizza,
Yeah.
and I get out of the car. It's still on the car, and I'm like, and I clap right, and it.
Yeah.
It's
And it
so
went,
cute.
they're the cutest things in the world. So no
Like,
way
I'm
in
trying
hell.
to get off the car.
But and so like even when it came in, I was always all over that spider. But now if you're feeding a tarantula, yeah, no, you die. When they get big enough to trap you in their web and feed on you, don't say I didn't warn you. Because if spiders had it their way, they'd be eating us.
Did you ever watch Arachnophobia?
No, why would I do that? I have arachnophobia. I ain't gotta watch it.
Did you know? Speaking of spiders, reminded me of that episode in Charmed where that spider and she kidnapped Chris and stuff.
Girl, I'm not gonna lie, that shit scared me too a little bit. I skeeved out.
Isn't that actress that plays that spider woman the same actress that plays Joe from Vampire Diaries?
Joe? Who's Joe? The
Joe.
doctor?
Yeah, Joe, the doctor.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I had to think about it. Yeah,
For those of you who don't know, Cauldron Witch's superpower is knowing every word to charm.
Mm-hmm.
This is his superpower.
That is my superpower. If you put a gun to my head and said recite this episode from this scene, I got you.
I know exactly what he's gonna recite. Matter like utensils.
Well, I say, first of all, that is a life motto at this point. That I mean, it's a little hurtful to men. So, but like one of them is men are utensils. You use them, wash them, and throw them in a drawer until you need them again. And then another one is you should have gotten a dog. They're more loyal and they die sooner.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah. Also, the other one is if husbands were supposed to be married, God would have made them live longer. She's fucked up. She's been through 5 marriages. Grams from Charmed.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
After Prue left, I didn't watch it, and then I haven't watched it since then.
Yeah.
So.
No, see, I understand, especially, girl. When I woke up to find the message on my phone because everybody blew me up talking about her death, I was bawling my eyes out that day, the next day, the day after that. I almost brought it up on a live, started crying. I was like, we can't talk about it. Like, nah. So I understand that. However, like you said, it's my superpower from season 1 to season 8. I can't help it.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a big fan of her. Even in my younger days, whenever I watched 90210, I'm not gonna lie, I watched it in my older days too. I don't watch it after she leaves.
Yep. See, and a lot of people want to like talk about how like horrible or hard of an actress she was. Hey, sometimes it's hard to deal with an independent woman. How about that?
I think that's probably what happened.
Yep.
She's been acting since she was on Little House on the Prairie too.
Yeah, she was on.
Yeah, she's been acting for a long. She had been acting for a long time.
She was also on Heathers, but that I think was after.
She was a little girl on Little House on the Prairie. She was so cute, pigtails.
But yeah, no, I think she was just a woman who knew what she wanted and didn't allow people to push her around, and so people didn't like her for that.
Because she did have a bad rep.
And then to find out that, I mean, personally, I always thought she was in the right when it came to the Charmed drama, but now to come out that she literally was, and everybody was pushed in the corner by Alyssa, and was like, "I'm gonna sue you if you don't fire her." Like, that's fucked up.
That's not cool. So I didn't know that until you had told me about that.
And you don't see Alyssa in anything anymore.
Well, she was in that one show as of late that was horrible. With
that one show, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a fan of her.
What show was she in?
Insatiable or something like that.
No. Yeah, she was in Who's the Boss, and I love Who's the Boss. I love that show. But I didn't know of her anything. Oh, wasn't she in that movie Fear too with Mark Wahlberg?
I didn't see that.
It's a good
Only other thing that I remember her from is when she did that like child hunger.
that commercial. I know what you're talking about. But no, honestly, personally speaking, love the character Phoebe. Do not like the actress at all.
Oh yeah.
Personally speaking,
Phoebe the character is so lovable, but then you realize how bad of a
person.
Yeah. I've always thought of myself as Phoebe.
Get your powers taken away.
Yeah, let's not have that. No.
The only reason they took her powers away.
I'm not gonna lie. So T, if you don't know, which you don't because you didn't watch afterwards.
I didn't watch after.
She lost all her powers.
Why?
Because budget.
Wait, what? She lost her powers due to budget?
Well, like in reality, she lost her powers in the show because of budget cuts and stuff like that, or because they didn't have the money. But in the show, no, she lost her premonitions because she didn't believe in them anymore, and then she basically lost the empathy. They stopped bringing that up. She never fucking levitated, and like all her powers were useless, and she didn't do anything, and they were never even brought up anymore. At some point, she lost them, then she had them taken away from her, then she got them back, but like never used them. So
because they didn't have the budget to do the scenes.
Exactly.
Which they probably would have the budget if they left Shannon there, because I would have still been watching it too, like a lot of other people.
Let me tell you right now, whether that's even true or not, I don't care. She deserved that. For her to have that happen to her, you deserve that because you ruined the show. If I'm being honest, I watched afterwards. I do love it, but you did ruin the show because it would have been spectacularly different.
Why was Phoebe getting all these powers? Like, why didn't Piper Paige got healing and then she got glamoring, but Piper didn't get anything other than her freezing power and her explosion power.
Yeah. Well, freezing
power. She did have that power where she snapped her fingers and just changed her.
Well, I mean, and that's where like witches, it's hard with them. But I think there's like their special powers and then there's their magic. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
You know, but
because they had their special powers, and then when they were doing magics, they would come together with at the Book of Shadows and
exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think when they were able to like glamour and snap and do stuff like that, because I think it was that, but a few of the scenes they chalked it up to Paige doing it to them because she has that because she's a white lighter, some fucking half-breed bullshit.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. No,
we got deep into Charm tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any night. That's what happens when you bring up Charm.
I told you it's a special power.
Oh my god. So, okay. So, did you guys want to do another divination night soon? Because I got all these new damn decks, and one of them is already mean, and I want to get more into it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I have one that I haven't even opened. And I have another one that's coming in because I've been buying cards that I connect better with.
Yeah. So I was upset because I have in that pile one of the decks was the Harmony Tarot deck, and for those who don't know, it was Christmas. I got a Christmas box 2 months later from Crescent. I love the girl so much, but she was also working on my shawl that's over there. It is beautiful. I'll actually get it in a minute. But so I got a bunch of tarot decks. and one of them didn't have the major arcana. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with that later. But I don't know. Once I started, there's something about this deck I'm in love with.
Yeah. We used to use that one quite a bit back in the day when me and Crescent did divination night.
That's the one that predicted.
We used that one a lot, and then the goddess one, and there was one more that it was 3 that we used quite a bit.
Well,
I
yeah,
guess everybody has a hard time with them decks of cards. I need to get me that.
Horror?
Huh?
Was it the horror one?
It might have been.
The Halloween one?
It was a Halloween one. That's the one it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is my shawl, though, for those who can see it.
She did that?
Yes, and she don't know yet, but I already have the brainwave of, oh my god, when we get real established, she needs to make stuff like this.
That is so good.
And I need it.
That, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I already want a blanket. I'm using this shit as a blanket. I'm cuddling up with my cats as a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother taught me how to crochet, but it's just something
It's something I love to receive. I can't do it. I won't do it. But to have it.
Hi, Suan.
Lady Witch said that deck is a total bitch. It is not gentle. That's what we told you.
Yeah, oh my god. That's the one that gave me the nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
There was no need for that.
Isn't it, though? There's a message in there. You should write that dream down and look for the message. Like, in general, I think losing teeth has to do with like stress, insecurities. Like, if y'all about to do this business and stuff, I can see that, there's a lot on your mind, and it's like, pressure, stress to get it done, and this, that, and the other.
I know that losing teeth has something to do with like feeling of the lack of control, but I think Crest said something about breaking teeth is a different meaning.
You should write it down, like your dream, write it down, and then, because apparently the cards wanted you to know something, and it was probably something you weren't listening to that night, because when me and Crescent was trying to get you to pull your cards, you were over there playing games about it.
You know what's so funny? I brought that up to Sam. I was like, yo, and then I told her the reading, and I was like, yo, that was, I mean, you know what? Hold on, now, let's do a little self-analyzation real quick, because remember, before we were talking, when I was talking about it, it was like me having control. You know what I mean? And in that dream, the last thing I had was control.
Mm-hmm.
So it's telling me that was a scary, fucked up, mean ass way to let me know to let go.
Again, the cards are not nice. Those cards are not going to be, oh, you poor baby, goody, ooh. You're not going to get it from those cards. We never got that from those cards.
No,
I'm gonna need you when we get off of here. I'm gonna need you to pull me a card from that deck.
I got you. Okay. When we get off, I was gonna say I could do it now, but if you want to wait till we get off,
yeah, we can wait.
We'll have our divination night too. So that if you guys want to see me reading these cards, you got to tune in later. But also, I want to bring that before I forget. Are we gonna be doing Cauldron of Conspiracy soon?
Yeah, as soon as April is back and I'll settle back in from her vacation, then we'll set it up. You just let me know when.
Sweet. And this time it's on your channel, right?
Yeah, y'all told me it was on my channel.
Your channel is also linked down in the description box along with the Cauldron shop. Go get the black furs. They sell out like hotcakes.
They are amazing.
They feel so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I swear they're better than my cats.
Bougie asks, what day is divination live?
Oh, I have no idea yet. I have no idea yet. We gotta wait. Crescent right now is again out on vacation in the mountains. I've been in a cabin without me in the woods,
enjoying her life. She'll bring you back some goodies.
Yeah, I want the smell of the woods in a jar. That's what I want. Tie it to an owl's foot and have it fly to me.
Never mind.
But yeah, so we're gonna wait till she gets back to figure that out. But
yeah.
So you guys, I know, have that to look forward to. But do you guys want to wrap up tonight?
I'm good. I'm I've had fun. Thank you for inviting me.
No, this was awesome, guys. This was a great chat, but I'm gonna cut it short. And you guys enjoy the Dark Moon. I got rituals I need to be performing for my mother, and if I don't, she's gonna get my ass. I already know. But guys, thank you so much for joining, Roman. Enjoy seeing you again, even though I saw you like 2 hours ago.
You can't get enough of Romans.
No, you can't. No, you
Giggity.
You guys have a great night. T, thank you so much for being here. I love it when you're here.
I love it when I'm invited. I have fun. I miss doing videos. I just don't know what to do videos on anymore on my channel. So
That's why I don't have a lot of like my spell videos. People love them, but I never know what to post. And for me, I like to do a spell video when I'm doing the spell.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes I forget to record because I'm worried about the spell. And then I'm like, well, I just lost that opportunity.
Well, and then the things have changed in my practice. And I was talking to Rowan about that. I don't want to be put in a category as a Christian witch. And that's what people are going to try to put me into that category. And I'm not, just because of the deity changed and some of the things, I'm not religious. So I'm not Christian.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, honestly,
yeah.
If you want to keep it private, keep it private. But if you let people know I am not a Christian witch, that's not what this is. Let them know so they're not thinking that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, when you were working with Hecate, you weren't a Hellenic witch either, so.
I'm not.
True. That's
I'm
true.
not. I'm not.
Took that better, but some of those hate videos that were going around were like, yeah, watch her when she comes back. She's gonna be a Christian witch and this, that, and the other. And I guess I'm at the point of life where I'm sick of people who just talk shit. And I used to be so good about being quiet and on the camera, but now I just like want to cuss people out, like, because you won't say this to me.
No, exactly. No,
I'll meet you somewhere so you can say this to me.
Right, and that's how you know it's weak. You know what I mean? Especially for the intentions on why they do it, because reality, and it doesn't even have anything to do with you.
Yeah.
You was just it could have been anyone else. You was just the one they chose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting the way people behave. So I mean, if you want to
suck a dick.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep it private.
I think the people popped out because the subscribers went down. I'm not exactly sure how much, but I can see that the number of subscribers, so it's probably a few hundred subscribers went down. And I made that video letting people know, if you don't want to be here because this is how things are now, then you can leave. And they did. So it probably won't be that big of a deal. I think I'm still, I don't know. YouTube brings drama. And you have you'll have hundreds of amazing people watching, and it's great. And then you'll have one that'll come in and just scratches your ass the wrong way. And you're just like,
yep, I know.
I mean, think about it this way: you could be out in public, and there's like thousands of clean assholes, but there's always that one nasty asshole that smells and takes up the whole room, and that's the one you focus on. That's the same thing with opinions.
Yeah, that's what happened, especially because this is newer to me. Of course. A lot of it is very much the same as it was before, but like I had spoke to you when we were talking the other day, I bring in my deity and more into everything I practice now, and like my protections are different than they were before, and so. But other than that, things are pretty much the same. Yeah. I don't purposely go out to hurt people. That irritated me or anything like that. But of course, I still get mad. I got mad the other day, and I was ready to put that.
Someone calmed you down, though.
Yeah.
They got you down. They was like, no.
I was like, woo-wee.
I'm glad I can make motion.
No, yeah. But honestly, with all the new things that come your way, I feel like that's also new things for you to share if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
And I want to, like, something will come up, or I'll do something and I'm like, damn, that would have been a good share. Right. Or I have a new mixture of something and it comes out really good. See, everything else was just so, it was old, and it was used by other people in my family, and generational, a lot of it that I created throughout time, and it was just so good,
and the thing is too, all that new stuff that you create and that you're interacting with, a lot of people don't have that. Like, a lot of people don't share stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people who feel the exact same way as you do don't have that information to learn from and to see others get involved with. So you sharing that, I feel, would be so great to the community and help a lot of witches who feel lost. Because when you come to the craft, I mean, even look at my channel where you're just gonna find a lot of people who just talk on paganism or witchcraft or the occult or hoaxes and hexes and all of these things. And it's like, yeah, that's all nice and all, but magic isn't all that. Witchcraft isn't all of that. And it can be way different, way better, depending on who your deity is and how that magic is influenced.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel things a lot stronger than I used to. And that also could have to do with my mental health being so much better,
Absolutely.
But,
there's more clarity,
Yeah. But it hasn't changed much. Like, it really hasn't. It's just, a big deity change.
Yeah. That's really, because you do things the same way, just in a different fashion.
Yeah.
Different energy is involved now.
I mean, you can mix together rosemary, rue, and all this stuff together. It's basically the same thing, but instead of saying Hecate bless this, you're saying
my
Jesus
prayers
bless
that I've
this.
created. Yeah. And that's exactly how it is now. I have prayers for different things that I create.
Yeah.
I include my deity more into everything that I'm doing instead of just like a enchantment where I take the energy from the ground or from a tree or just from myself or from wherever I would take it before. 9 times out of 10, I'm pulling it from deity now.
Yeah. See, and that's something I was going to say too, because with a different divine energy at play, because when we're doing things or just going day by day, we have those divine experiences. And now that there's a whole different deity and a whole different energy, that divine experience is going to be completely different. You know what I mean? And that is something to share and to connect with people who feel the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been recording and stuff, but I haven't put anything on to share yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You do when you're ready,
I want to, like, I'm pulled to do it. And then the other part of me is like, okay, but you know what? The bitch in me is telling me, wait a minute, a little longer.
Right. Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, though, that with all that change, like even with like the type of people who are subscribed to you, that'll be changed,
Yeah, it has already. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, just like in your real circles, the people who will remain are the people who are true. You know what I mean? And those are the people that you are supposed to connect with and discuss with and share with. The rest of them who ditch out, they weren't supposed to be here anymore.
That's true.
With all that change that comes your way, you're going to have a lot of people who used to be there, not there. There's more change. And
yeah, honestly, and I mean, it's something I got to practice what I preach, because I've said that for a long time. Like, some people are just meant to be a chapter.
No, exactly.
Like the whole damn book.
So, no, but yeah, no. Whenever you decide you're ready to share that shit, I'm ready for that, because I wanna divulge into that.
So you started making powders and like oils and stuff?
Yeah, I still had some of my older stuff that I've re-enchanted, or recipes that I just use again. Like, it hasn't changed much. Like,
because I remember when you first started on the path, you weren't really doing workings. You were focusing more on the learning and the connection. But now you've branched into making.
Yeah, and with that learning thing, I had to realize that I had to also step back from too much of the reading. Yeah. And that's something I had always said in the past. And I'm like, girl, you need to listen to what you said 10 years ago, because then the reading, you get into where you're not dealing with the relationship, and then you're listening to, because everybody who writes a book, it's from their perspective.
Yeah.
And you're not going to find anything that you can learn about the deities that I work with that isn't going to tell you that you can't do the things that I do.
Right.
So, I had to pull back from a lot of those kind of books, which
that goes with the learning. That goes with the learning, But and that's something too, and it's very important, and that's something to also just share and discuss. It's so important you learn, you study. As with anything, you learn and study your craft before you put it into practice. Because if you don't, you can get yourself into some serious shit.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Okay. I know we was hanging up like 15 minutes ago, but that was enough to the chat. Okay, now we're gonna hang up, guys. I hope you guys.
That was my fault.
I I will catch you guys into the next video right after I read this comment that Gemini just posted. Real quick. Hold on. Here, I'll show you. Everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, we got a comment on the screen.
That is the most beautiful thing. Growth is so empowering. I greatly enjoy choosing whom I follow, not being told that I'm going to hell. If I believe in anything else, I'm so happy for you. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't believe in hell, so.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm sorry, nobody. I don't. If it's real, I'm not going, so I'm not worried.
If hell is real, it's on Earth.
Thank you. That part right there.
Here it is.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Anyone else heard me? I said Florida.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought you said for real.
Nah, I said Florida.
I'm not denying it. Florida is hell.
I think anywhere.
No, go. Yeah, no, don't go to the
Say
city.
that. Yeah.
New York City. Oh my God, that's hell. Trust me, you'll see demonic creatures on the streets.
That's why Florida's hell. It's because all the hellions from New York City have come down to Florida.
And all the Floridians went to Texas.
So where are all the Texans going?
We're trying to like stand our ground. Like
They're
we're just
going to Louisiana.
stop.
Get off my. Get off. All the Texans are like, get off my land.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't walk up on people's property out here in the country. You don't do it.
Are you even allowed to pull into the driveway if you need to make a Yui?
Not out here in the country. You don't want to do that. Like my friend was going to a party, Ernesto, the one that works with me. He was going to a party out here, and his GPS took him to the wrong driveway, and he drove in, and 3 guys met him outside with shotguns, and then one guy walked up to the car with his shotgun. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Look, see, the GPS told me." And he goes, "Nah, friend, this isn't where you need to be." He didn't even tell him, "Oh, take a circle up there or go up here."
Get out.
Just get out. Yeah.
That part is just being dumb. Like, why are you gonna be mean like that? Like,
Because
sometimes
they
it's
don't
an
want
accident.
people on their property.
Yeah, no, you don't. You can't trust people. You can't trust people like that. Strangers.
A lot of people move to the country to get away from people because they're conspiracists and they feel it's a lot.
Yeah. Seriously. They don't want the aliens getting them.
That just seems too mean to me. Like,
You kind of understand it when you live out here.
but it's also I know it's Ernesto, so I'm like, why are you being mean to Ernesto?
He was okay. He survived.
Yeah, he got out there real quick, I bet.
He probably had to go home and change his undies, but
He's so scared. I was like, you poor baby. So don't drive somewhere. He even said, he goes, when I pulled up in the driveway, there was no cars. I'm like, then you knew you were in the wrong place. Like, you were going to a party.
Oh no, yeah, you win the
There
wrong
was
place.
no cars. You were
I didn't even pull in. I would have just kept going. Clearly, this ain't it. I'm gonna look for the spot with all the cars.
Exactly. Oops. Almost
pulled
took
into the ditch up front.
All right, guys. I hope again. Y'all.
Bye.
I'll catch you guys. Bye.
Bye.